Hello guys, it's Dr. Green here. In this video, we're going to learn how we can apply to multiple universities at once in US, in Canada, in UK, in Japan, in China, and many other European countries with a single application. And of course, this is the best and easiest way to apply to multiple schools with just a single application. So I'm going to walk you through the whole process of creating your Common App account, answering the questions, and also how you can submit your application to other schools at once. So let's get right into it. Don't forget to like this video and also bless and serve others by sharing this video with others.
This meeting is being recorded.
There's some dogs in this house. 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 There's some dogs in this house.
I said certified geek. Zoom 7 days a week. Study so hard. Make that circadian rhythm weak. Yeah, you're messing with an online MC. Got an iPad and green screen for this online MT. Giving everything we got for this online MT.
Gotta prep, baby, gotta charge. Videos long and extra hard. Put anatomy right in your face.
And then you choose between first year or transfer student. So let's go with first year student. Now the account has been created. It says welcome, congratulations on taking this first step in the college application process. Here are some tips to get you started. The first school you type Duquesne University. Yeah, and you should see it here. So when you see it here, all you gotta do is to click on the plus sign, and you should make sure that it ticks green. The school we're gonna add is Chatham University. Yeah, it's already here, so you click on the plus sign and it's gonna add. Yep, so it's also gonna add school Missouri University of Science. Yeah, it's already appeared, so you click on the plus sign and then you have it there. So I'm actually gonna add University of Maine, the first one, and the last one. I think we are done. My colleges, you have Chatham University, Duquesne University, Missouri University of Science and Technology, Truman State University, University of Maine, and the University of Maine at Machias. And there are more test optional schools. You can, and on Common App, you can add up to 20 schools. Choose yes, because one way or the other, I think you might have participated in something. All you've got to do is to relax, think about it. So activity type. So let's say it's athletics, sports team. I'm gonna look for hockey because I played hockey in high school. So field hockey. And continue, and it says what I said. This member does not charge an application fee. That is why I told you not to worry about it. Then you click on submit. Hula. So all you've got to do is to you can celebrate. So the first thing you're gonna do is to open your browser, and then you type commonapp.org. Then you enter. Then the next thing you're gonna do is to come to the right, top right corner. You click on create an account, and then you choose between first year or transfer student. So let's go with first year student. And then you type in your Gmail. Make sure you have access to this particular Gmail account. I don't mean the one I'm typing, I mean your Gmail account. Make sure you have access to it because you're gonna have to verify. Yeah, they're gonna send a verification code to it, so you would have to verify. So you type in your Gmail, eatblessing at gmail.com. So this is my Gmail, so you're gonna type yours, and then you retype the Gmail account again. You make sure they match gmail.com. Then you come to the password. With the password, there are some 6 things that we would have to fulfill. It says the password should be at least 10 to 32 characters, and at least you should have one capital letter in it. Also, at least you should have one lowercase in it, and at least also you should have one number in it, at least one special character, and also you shouldn't have any spaces in it. So the special character talks about either full stop or a question mark. So let's see if I fulfill all the requirement. Yep. And then you would have to retype your password, and you should make sure that the password matches with the first one. So if it doesn't match, it's not gonna tick. So yep, let's move on. It's gonna tick within a matter of seconds, minutes maybe. And the legal name, legal first name, so you know, and the last or family name, that's the surname, so Chumesi. And then the phone. This place is a little bit tricky, so for Ghana it is +233, but you don't have to leave it that way. You have to click on this. If you don't click on it, it's gonna go away. So you just come and then you type your phone number. So let's say 0202 34 40 30, and then the date of birth. So you're gonna click on the calendar here. Yeah, if you didn't see it, this is the calendar area. If you click on inside, it means you're gonna type it, but you're gonna click on this calendar to make it simple, and then you can click up here. Yep, it's already there. So you're gonna choose your date of birth. So let's say 2000, and then let's say July, and then we have probably 16th. So let's say your date of birth is 16th July. That is how you do it. And then let's move to the next one, the address. And when you see this red asterisk here, it means you cannot submit your application, or you cannot even create your account if you do not fulfill that particular portion. So if you don't have this red asterisk there, then it means you can skip that particular information. But the more you fill in with your information, I think the better your application might be. So let's go to the address. And with the address, you know, you're gonna find your country here, Ghana. Oh, sorry, you're gonna click on this to close, and then you type Ghana. And most of the addresses here are US addresses. So if you try typing your address, you definitely wouldn't find your address. Let's try this. S678. You see, you don't see anything. So you just type in anything, and then you click on I don't see my address in this list, and then you click continue. So it's gonna bring this manual page where you will fill your address manually. So this is the form S678. That's the street address, Knife Street. So I can copy this and keep it on the address line. I mean, you can use it anyhow you want it, depending on how you want your address to look like or how your address actually is. So address line 3, I'm not gonna include that. I'm gonna leave it like that. So as you can see here, you see the country origin. It has a red asterisk, which means it is compulsory to put there. And also the address line 1, it is compulsory to put something there. But for the address line 2 and 3, there are no red asterisks there, so it means you can skip it. So that is why I'm able to skip address line 3 without putting anything there. And actually there is nothing to even put there, because my address is X67878 Knife Street, and then you come to city or town. So let's say Kasua, and then you move to state or province. You know, US deals with states, Nigeria also deals with states, but China, Japan, they deal with the province, and its equivalency in Ghana is region. So you're gonna type, and we have 16 regions here in Ghana, and Kasua is in central region, so you type central region, and then you move on to the postal code. If you, I don't know about other countries, but if you are in Ghana, we actually don't have a postal code, but we often use 0023. That is our old code. And then you click on continue, so it creates your address for you. And then we scroll down, and it says, are you currently based in a European Union country, island? Nope. which best describes you. I am applying as a first year student and plan to restart college in 2022 or 2023. Planning to start college in 2024, so we're gonna go with the first one, and it will depend on which year you want to apply to. So yep. And if you don't have this box tick, you should make sure that you tick them all before you have to accept them by ticking the box before you click on create an account. So you will have to read this. It says coming up, may share my contact information with colleges that I am considering applying so they may communicate with me prior to the submission of my application. Yeah, if you tick this box, it means that even before you complete your application, while you've added some schools, I mean, you may not understand it right now, but when we get into the video, you're going to understand it. So if you tick this box, it means that while you have not yet finished filling up your application, but since you've added a particular school, the school will definitely text you, let's say, and most schools in the United States does that. If you are lagging behind or meeting a deadline, the school will be able to text you and remind you of it and tell you about the stuff that is going on in the school. So that is a good thing. So I don't think you want to uncheck that box, so you got to check that box. And then the next one coming up, may communicate with me by email, phone, or text messages. You remember we provided email and the phone number, so you gotta check this box actually. Yeah, except you don't want emails or phone or text. And also by checking this box, it says I agree to the terms of use and privacy policy, and this one, it has an asterisk here, which means without checking it you can't actually create the account. So you click on create the account, and at this point all you gotta do is to check your Gmail account, the Gmail address that you provided. So yep, now the account has been created. It says welcome, congratulations on taking this first step in the college application process. Here are some tips to get you started. And under normal circumstance, you're going to come to this dashboard, you click on Common App, and then these are actually the application questions. So the first one is profile, it's about you, so you're going to fill in your details. But before we do that, and then we come to the family education, testing activities, writing, etc. Before we do that, we're going to add the schools first. So you click on college search, and then let's add some test optional universities. So when I say test optional, meaning schools that does not strictly require you to provide SAT or ACT scores, but if you have your high school transcript, you can submit it, and they're gonna review it and grant you your admissions. Many people, even including me, got accepted to these schools that I'm gonna add it to my college list. So the first school you type, Duquesne University. Yeah, and you should see it here. So when you see it here, all you gotta do is to click on the plus sign, and you should make sure that it ticks green. Yeah, so where are we gonna find our school to apply to? So from the my college list, you just go to my colleges. Under my colleges, I'm gonna see Duquesne University. So when you click on Duquesne, you definitely will see some special questions here. This side, the Common App, is the general questions the schools will definitely ask in your application. So this specific portion, which we'll be getting into later on, is the portion where you're going to answer which particular course you're going to take, which particular degree or which start term, like 2023, 2024. That is where you specify, and also the program you're going to read and the recommenders and February. We'll get into it in a bit. So if you need also the college information, that is the first thing you see here. So so this is Duquesne University, and this is the first thing, college information. You can scroll down, you have their contact information here, their email address. Yep. So if you have any question, you can text them through this email. That is the school, admissions@duke.edu. So let's go add maybe 5 more schools to it. And you come to college search. The next school we're gonna add is Chatham University. Yeah, it's already here. So you click on the plus sign, and it's gonna add. Yep. So it's also gonna appear under my colleges. That is it. And then let's add the schools faster. So the third school, Missouri University of Science. Yeah, it's already appeared. So you click on the plus sign and then you have it there. And the next school we're gonna click on, we're gonna type is Truman State University. Then you click on the plus sign. Yep. And then the next school is University of Maine. Yep. So this is located, we have many schools in the state of Maine, and all these schools basically sorry, I'm using the word basically so much, I guess it is getting irritating and frustrating. So I'm gonna try my best not to use basically again. So University of Maine, we've got University of Maine itself located at Orono, and also we have University of Maine at, is it Augusta or Augusta, whatever how you want to pronounce it. We have University of Maine at Farmington, University of Maine at Fort Kent, University of Maine at Machias. So I'm actually gonna add University of Maine, the first one, and the last one. I think we are done. We are adding only 6 schools. So you come to my colleges, you have Chatham University, Duquesne University, Missouri University of Science and Technology, Truman State University, University of Maine, and the University of Maine at Machias. And I mean, there are more test optional schools. You can, and on coming up, you can add up to 20 schools, yeah, per your account. So we've added 6, so we have 14 more that we can add actually. And but I think we're gonna do with just the 6. I'm gonna show you the first one, and then you're gonna do the rest on your own. So let's go to fill in the application. So you go to the next tab next to the My Colleges. There's the Common App tab. So you click on Common App, and then you have to answer these questions. So we have the profile, we have the family, then we have education, then we have testing, we have activities, writing. So on the profile, these are the questions that we're going to answer. The first question is your legal first or given name. So you type your legal first or given name. Mine is Enoch. Would you like to share a different first name that you go by? Nope. Middle name. So I got a middle name. It's Ajman. Yep. And then your last or full name. So what you want to do, the mistake you want to avoid is make sure that the name you have here is what you have on your birth cert. Not that you're going to use your birth cert in your application. No, you're not going to use it, but for the sake of visa and stuff, they make sure that what you have on your passport is the same as what you have on your acceptance letter, because you're going to have your name on your acceptance letter. So definitely what you should do is to make sure that they tally. So your first name here, your middle name here, your last name here, you should make sure it is on your passport as well. And the reason why I did mention the birth cert is because when you're applying for the passport, you definitely would have to submit your birth cert. Yep, at least that is true for Ghana. So let's move on. And under the suffix, and again, when you don't see the red asterisk here, it means that it is not required. But if you see it here, it means it is required. So like the middle name, it isn't required, but actually I have a middle name and it is on my passport, so definitely I'm gonna type it there. So let's move on to the suffix. The suffix, it isn't required. So junior, senior, I don't have that attached to my name, so I move on to the next one. Have you ever used any other names? Nope. And I think this is the point where you might be thinking about your house name and stuff, but the thing is you don't have them on your passport, so definitely you don't want to use it. So we move on to the date of birth. And do you remember creating the account? We had our date of birth. It was asked and then we filled it, so it automatically fills it for us. So you make sure that you're using the correct date of birth. And then we move on to the address. And with the address, do you remember we creating the address ourselves manually? Yeah, so we wouldn't have to create it again. And the next question is an alternate mailing address. And one thing you should note is mailing in this whole application process and study abroad process is the difference between mailing and emailing. Emailing deals with this thing that I have here, that is your email address, the Gmail, the Yahoo, yeah, that is electronic mail. But mailing means example post office box, that is having things sent directly to your house. Yeah, so I don't know if that is a better definition, but we're gonna take it like that. So it says an alternate mailing address. Example, if you attend a boarding school or use a different mailing address. And actually my mailing address, if I'm gonna receive any envelope or anything from anybody, I'm definitely gonna have my house address in there. So I said no, it is no different from what I have already filled, and then you would have to click continue. So one thing that you should notice, the personal information, after filling the information we have a tick, and on the address we have a tick. So if you don't have yours tick, it means that you left one of the required questions, the questions with this kind of asterisk, the red asterisk there. It means you left it unanswered. That is why it hasn't tick green, and without having it tick green, it means you wouldn't be able to, you know, submit your application. And this is the single application that we are filling, and then once we click submit for all the schools, it's gonna send the application straight to all the schools. So that makes it easy, and it saves us a lot of time, you know. So the contact details, it says preferred phone, home, mobile. So let me say mobile, preferred phone number. Yes, I'm going to use the same one we used to create the account, so I already have it here. And it says alternate phone number. You can add an alternate phone number, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. It says no other phone, no other telephone actually, but if you have it, I'm advising you use it. So the next questions falls under demographics. So gender, of course I'm a male. The legal sex, I'm a male as well. And pronouns, yeah, as a male, he or him. And also the next question, US Armed Forces status. So currently serving. No, you are not a US Armed Force. I mean, if you are, then you're gonna choose, but I'm an international student. I'm not I haven't worked in the US Armed Forces before, so I'm going to choose none. And then if you have a family member, I mean if your parent or your guardian served in the US Armed Forces, definitely you're going to go with current dependent. That is, you're a dependent of a US Armed Forces personnel. So mine is actually none. And then, are you Hispanic or Latino? Nope. Oh, sorry. Nope. And it's the next one, regardless of your answer to the prior question, please indicate how you identify yourself. And this plays get a little bit confusing for a lot of people. So I'm from Ghana. I'm a black, so you definitely would have to check this. We have black or African American. That doesn't mean black American or African American. Actually, the black represent if you're an African, and then if you're an African American, you're gonna check the same box. So if you are from Africa, you definitely check the black or African American. So we move on to the next one. It says, which best describes your black or African American background? Yeah, you see that after we choosing the black or African American, it brings us this question. It says, which best describes your black or African American background? And this is the part where you specify whether you are US or African American, or you are from Africa. Actually, that is a black. So Africa, I'm from Africa, and then you click on continue. You make sure that you have the green tick by it, yeah, for demographics, and the languages that you speak. So I'm gonna take the number of languages you are proficient in. I'm gonna take 3. You can choose more. So select language. I have English, first language. I speak it, I read it, I write it, and I also spoken at home. Select language. The next one is Akan. Yep. Let me see if we have tree. Okay, we have tree here. So click on tree. First language, I speak it, I read it, I write it, and also spoken at home. And then we select the third language, which is French. So I'm gonna type French to make it easy. It is in my first language actually. I read, I write, and it is spoken at home. So I click continue. Then geography and nationality. So your birth country or regional territory. So you're gonna choose Ghana. I mean, that is my country. Yeah, so that is mine, Ghana. And the city of birth, Accra, the capital of Ghana. Number of years you have lived in the United States. If you have lived in the US for 1 year or less, you choose this, 2, 3, 4. But I haven't lived in the US before, I mean at the time of this application, so you choose 0. Then you select your citizenship status, so US citizen or US national, US dual citizen, that is if you have 2 citizenship, that is living in the US and also a citizen of US and a citizen of another country. US permanent resident, no. US refugee or asylee, no. The DACA undocumented deferred, no. And citizen of a non-US country, because Ghana is a non-US country, it is in US, so citizen of a non-US country, so you choose this one if you are from any other country apart from the US. And then also list countries of citizenship. So actually I'm just a citizen of one country, so Ghana, that is all. But if you're a citizen of multiple countries, then you're gonna add, let's say, Greece. Yep, but I'm from only Ghana, so I'm gonna take this out. And then, do you currently hold a valid US visa? Then you're gonna choose no, because I'm sure definitely you don't have a US visa at this point. Do you tend to apply for a new or different US visa? Then you gotta choose yes, because you would need a visa before you can travel. So visa type, we've got a lot of visa application, but for international student, yours is F1, so you click on F1 or student visa and you click on continue. They're coming up free waiver question. So, and again, you should check this thing out. Make sure that every portion under the profile is ticked green. Yep. And if it is in green under any section, you gotta go back and check all the red asterisks, the question with the red asterisks, the required question, so that you make sure you answered it correctly. So the common app fee waiver, do you meet one or more of the common app fee waiver eligibility criteria? I said you should go to no. Actually, if you're an international student, actually you should go to no. And the schools that I'm giving you, actually, they are test optional, and also they require no application fee, so you don't have to bother about it. So you don't need a fee waiver. All you gotta do is just apply directly. You're gonna see for yourself in the end that we wouldn't need a fee waiver, or so we wouldn't need a waiver code actually, and also we wouldn't need to pay any money, because, and also I've got a list in my next video. You're gonna see a list of test optional good public and private universities in the US that are test optional, no SAT or ACT, and at the same time they require no application fee. So do you meet one or more of the common app fee waiver? You choose no. And also it says UStrive is a common app partner that connects you with free qualified mentors online. UStrive mentors can help you apply to college, navigate a financial aid process, transition into college, get your degree, find a job after graduation. Would you like to connect with a UStrive mentor? And at the time when I was applying this, I didn't see anything like this, so it's kind of new. I don't know, probably you want to choose yes, but I don't know if it is free. It says free, connect you with free qualified. Oh, okay, that is nice, but I'm gonna choose no. So we move on to continue. For the sake of this video, that is why I chose no. So if you can see, we have shifted from profile to family. When we were done answering all the sections on the profile, and then we have this green. So on the family, we're gonna answer all correctly, such that we're gonna have that green thing here, the green mark showing that we are done with the family information. And then we move on to education, and then we make sure we have the green mark also here. And also with the testing, you make sure you have the green mark also here. And with activities, so let's run through very fast. So it says parent or parents marital status, so you're going to choose whether your parents are married, separated, divorced, never married, widowed. So let's move faster. My parents are married. With whom do you make your permanent home? Are you living with both parents or parent 1, parent 2, which you are going to specify whether it's a father or a mother in the next question. So both parents. Do you have any children? No at the moment, but you're going to choose yes. So you click on continue, and then you check if it's marked green. Yeah, it's marked green. So you go to parent 1. You're going to choose whether mother or father. Whose information are you going to give? So I chose both parents, so I'm going to give about both parents. So with the parent 1, I'm going to make it father, and there's parent living, then you choose yes. Then you scroll down, prefix, doctor, Mr., Miss. My dad doesn't have a doctorate degree, so I'm going to choose Mr. First given name, blah blah blah. You're going to have it here. Middle initial. So the middle initial is talking about if he has a middle name, let's say like mine, Ajamine, you're just going to write the first letter. That is the initial of the middle name. So, and also the last name, that is the surname, the family name. You're going to type blah blah blah. So for the sake of this video, okay, I'm going to type it actually because it has a red mark there. So let's move to the middle initial. You make it A. But with yours, I think they were asking for your full middle name. They didn't ask for your middle initial. But with your parents, because you are the main person applying to the school, so your former last family surname, if any. So I don't have any former name. It is just Chimezie. But if you have, you're gonna put it there. So with a suffix, no, my dad doesn't use junior or senior or anything. So you just click decide, and then you scroll down. It says preferred email. I don't think I'm gonna provide an email account, but if you have, you can provide it here. And besides, there is an any red asterisk here, so actually it isn't compulsory. Preferred phone. So I'm gonna choose mobile, and then you scroll down. Preferred phone number again. If I type +233, I'm gonna make sure that I click on this before I move on. So I'm gonna type the number. So let's say any number. 547921644. Yep. So don't try calling. Actually, it isn't a correct number. Occupation, former occupation, if retired or deceased. So you're gonna look for any occupation. You go through it, the one that your dad does. So I'm gonna choose. He's a businessman, so business owner, proprietor. Employment status, self-employed. Education level, so graduate from high school, secondary, and then you move to continue. And then on parent 2, I chose both parents, so it's giving me parent 1 and parent 2, and parent 2 is gonna be mother. And then is parent living? Yes. Prefix, no prefix, first or given name. So let's say where, middle initial. I'm gonna use A as well. Family name. So I'm gonna use her maiden name. That is the name before she married my dad. Yep. I'm not gonna say that out loud. So for she to the former last or family surname, if any, nope. Suffix, nope. Preferred email, nope. Preferred mobile. So I'm gonna click mobile, and +233. I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna type in anything. 050. What else? 444. Yeah. And occupation. So she, also is a business. She's the business partner of my dad. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you that she owns the business. I just did. So employment status, self-employed, because we own a bakery, and yeah, it's owned by both parents, my mom and dad, and we're doing pretty good. So education level. So I'm gonna choose some high school, secondary school, and continue. Sibling, but you're gonna make sure that you are providing the right information. At least nobody's gonna catch you for it. So please specify a number of siblings you have. So I've got 3 siblings. That is biological siblings, I mean. So sibling 1, first or given name. So let's say Philip. I've got a brother called Philip. Last, so we got Chimezie. I'm gonna copy this to make it simple so that I paste it. So what is his age? I know 19. Then sibling 2, you're gonna provide their name. So Gina. So let me type that in for Gina. Sorry, Gina. Last name, age. I don't know. Let's say 24. And yeah, sibling 3, Elena. Last name. Let me just paste it. Sorry. I'm gonna scroll down, and the age, I don't know, maybe 30. Then I click continue. So I'm done with the family section, and you get to the education part. So with the education part, it says current or most recent secondary, high school. You see, we have the red asterisks here, so it's gonna be a little bit of problem if you don't find your school there. So you click on find your school, and just like we did for the location, we would have to fill in manually. Since your school isn't in the US, it might be a difficult time to find it. You definitely wouldn't even find it there. So so it says high school name. You're going to search by high school name. You just type in anything. Let's say Penwell International. So then you click on I don't see my high school in the list. Make sure that this thing shows. Type in anything till this thing shows, and then you click I don't see my school in the list, and then it's gonna give you the opportunity to, you know, you just click on it, and then you come to continue. It will give you the manual form where you type in the details of your school. So Penwell, oh sorry, my school is Agri, and I have the information here already, so I'm gonna save time. So the country is actually Ghana, so you make sure you fill all this information. It's a school type. I'm gonna choose public. It's a public high school, you know, government high school. So oh my god, sorry, I just got bitten by a mosquito. So with the postal code, I don't know, there is no red asterisk, you can leave it like that, but I'm gonna type in our usual code 00233, and then you click on continue. Date of entry, so let's say you have the year 2019, and we went to school on, is it September, October? Yes, so October 2019. And is this a boarding school? Yes. Did you live on campus? Yes, because it was only boarding, there was no day. Did or will you graduate from this school? Yes, I did. So look at the question very well. It says did or will you. So if you have already graduated, you're going to choose yes, and if you're going to graduate from that particular school, you're going to choose yes again. And the next one is a graduation date. So actually I've graduated already, so let's say 2019. Oh my god, so 2019 June. And the first one, I think that you know, look at this. I said I started school in October 2019, so how did I graduate in June 2019? That is why it is given this error. Date of entry must be earlier than graduation date. So actually it was 2016. So we move on to the next question. Please indicate if any of these options will have affected your progression through or since secondary high school. Check all that apply. Actually no change in progression, but you're gonna go through this. If you think that any of them works for you, if you took a gap year, that is if you paused and started in a different year, then you're gonna choose did or will take a gap year. But actually I did not take a gap year, or and if you are still in school and you think you're gonna take a gap year, you're gonna choose this. But actually there was no change in progression. I just went and I completed in 2019. So I'm gonna click continue, and it says other secondary school. I attended only one secondary school, so I'm gonna choose 0. Then you're gonna scroll down, you come to continue, and it says colleges and universities. If you have ever taken coursework at a college or university, please indicate the number of colleges. So if you have ever taken a coursework at a college or university, please indicate the number of colleges. So let's choose no, but actually I have, but for the sake of most of you, so you choose no, then you continue, and then you go to the grades. Actually, the graduating class size, so let's say we were 39, sorry, so the class size at the time of graduation 39, and the class rank, and I mean, it doesn't mean if you don't remember you shouldn't put in anything. Actually, you can give a rough estimate of it, and nobody's gonna call your high school to ask about it actually, so don't be bothered at all. And here we don't have a red asterisk. You could but I think all these falls under the one with the red asterisk, so if you leave it, it's not gonna take. So a class ranking, so if you think you were third, fourth, fifth, and you know the exact number, you're gonna choose exact, and then you're gonna provide a class rank down here. So but then we're gonna choose decile. So since we don't often rank in my school, so decile means first top 10%, sorry, top 10%, last 50%, I don't know. So you click decile, then you choose between top 10%, top 20%, and of course top 10%. These are actually 1% actually. We thank God for that anyway. Rank weighting, so in Ghana and most people in West Africa, our high school system isn't like in the US where they practice even GPA in high school. So it is actually unweighted, so we don't do credit hours. Actually, we don't do credit hours in high school, so we choose unweighted. And also it says the GPA skill reporting. We don't know, so I'm gonna leave it like that because we don't practice GPA. And it says GPA weighting, I don't know. So let's see if it ticks green. If it's marked green, then it means you can leave it like that. And actually it did, you see, and agreed. So you're good to go if you didn't practice GPA in your school. So current or most recent year courses, actually please list all courses you are taking this academic year. If you're not currently enrolled, please list courses from your most recent academic year. How many courses would you like to report? So I'm in West Africa, I'm in Ghana, and I went to Agri Memorial High School, and we did 8 courses actually. So that is the subject. So let's say I'm going to report, for the sake of time, I'm going to report just 1, and I'm going to show you how you're going to do it. Well, let me report 2. So it says, please select the course rescheduling system your institution is using. So actually we were practicing trimester and later on semester, so I'm going to use semester and the course 1. So if here we have course subject and then we've got a course name. So let's say for a course like mathematics, e-maths, I have my elective courses and I have my core courses, and if I chose 8, I'm going to type core maths or elective mathematics. So let's say elective mathematics, I'm going to type elective mathematics, and then under course 1 subject, you're going to choose what it falls under. Is it algebra? But I don't think algebra is just a section of what we did. So I'm going to choose maths other for it, and then you move to the course 1. That's particular course elective mathematics level. So on the course 1, I'm actually going to choose regular or standard, and then course 1 schedule. It was a full year course, you do it till you complete. Or let's say you're talking about the year you're graduating or the year you're applying. It is for first year and second year. First semester, second semester. If it is trimester, I think you'll be doing all throughout, unlike elsewhere in the US. Yep. So you choose full year, and then with course 2, I'm gonna report a different course. But before I choose the category, let me type the course name. Let's say social studies, and then on the course 2, you're gonna look for a category social studies may fall under. So you look for something that is closer to it. So we have history or social sciences, and then we come to the course level. It's regular or standard. Course 2 schedule, also full year actually, because it's first and second semester. We do it till we complete actually. So we move on to continue. The next thing is the honors. So do you wish to report any honors related to your academic achievement beginning with the 9th grade? And when we talk of 9th grade here in Ghana, that is junior high school 3. That is your recent level before or your recent class before you get to high school. So, and you know, high school in US is 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. Just like we have SHS1, SHS2, SHS3. So the 9th grade represents JHS3 actually. So it says, do you wish to report any honors related to your academic achievement beginning with the 9th grade or international equivalent? And actually you might want to choose no, because you want to finish early, but it is, you know, it is relevant to your acceptance. You know, most of the schools, they care about your grade actually, but not to a greater degree. Just like I mean, they care more about your extracurricular activities, and also about things that maybe you were the best boy of the week. Like for myself, I was best boy for the week in junior high school. So yeah, it's stated here 9th grader, but even if you were in JHS2 and you had that honor, or JHS1, you still would want to state it there. So you're gonna click yes, and then let's say honor 1 or title. So let me say best boy of the week, because you know you want to get accepted to the particular school, so you make sure you put in more, you know, honors that if you have them, you put them there. So grade level, no one is going to check actually, but you don't have to lie. So grade level, I was the best boy of the week. I'm in JHS2, that is grade 8, but since it falls beneath grade 9, I'm actually going to choose grade 9. But grade 10 is for high school, that is high school 1, high school year 2 for grade 11, high school year 3. And if you have any honors that is after high school, then you're going to choose postgraduate, that is after high school. So best boy of the week, that was grade 9. And then the level of recognition, it wasn't state, it wasn't national, neither international, it was within the school. So I choose school. And then if you have any other honors, you click on add another honor. But for the sake of how long the video is getting, I'm going to click continue, and then you move to community-based organizations. It says indicate a number of community programs, organizations that have provided you with free assistance in your application process. Actually none, because you're doing it yourself. Actually you are funding yourself. So you click continue, and then it says future plans. So career interests, I'm going to choose physician because I'm going to be a doctor. So highest degree you intend to earn, and the highest degree I intend to earn is Doctor of Medicine, that is MD, so it falls under medicine. And then you click continue, and we move to the next whole section, which is testing.